Has identity theft caused your credit report to show a debt that's not yours? Good news. The law says that you're not responsible for those debts, nor do you have to have those things on your credit report. The same thing can be true if someone's trying to collect a debt that you don't recognize, something appears on your credit report that is totally unfamiliar to you. The key is you don't need to know who stole your identity. Frankly, you don't even need to know if your identity was stolen or not. You just know that somebody's trying to collect something that's absolutely not yours, that you have no connection to. So like I said, the good news is the law says that you're not responsible for those things and you don't have to have them on your credit report. I'm consumer financial protection attorney Mike Cardoza. I practice consumer financial protection law, and I represent consumers that have this problem all the time. So that's the good news. Some of the sticky news is that you've got to go about documenting the situation and notifying the creditors and the credit bureaus in a very specific and particular way. The reason for this is that you've got to track the laws that are applicable to you exactly. And the reason for that is because all these creditors are making a whole bunch of loans to a whole bunch of people that they've never even seen before, often on the internet. And so their worst nightmare is that everybody who says that they owe money suddenly claims that they're a victim of identity theft. And then all of a sudden, where are they? So I tell you that to tell you that when you do have an identity theft situation, or one that you suspect is identity theft, more likely than not, unless it's super completely obvious, which does happen, but that creditor or the credit reporting agency, they're going to fight like hell. It's nothing personal. They're just protecting their business interest. But that's the reason that I feel it's important to have an attorney on your side from the get-go so that you don't waste time and energy trying to do things that ultimately will have no legal effect. All right, so if you have one of these cases, here's what we're going to do. We're going to gather and collect all your documents that tend to prove that this thing isn't yours, that maybe you were somewhere else when it happened, that it's a different spelling of your name, that it's in a city that you've never been to, it's something you've disputed before, something with somebody else's name. You know, you get the idea. We put all that stuff together, and then we get it all together with the particular documents like a police report that's based on an affidavit that's got certain parts of it filled out and signed. We put that all together in a package for you to review. You send these notifications out to all the people that are claiming that you owe them money or claiming that you have something derogatory on your credit report, and then wait for the response. And generally what happens is nothing. But that's not all bad, because we're expecting it in at least half the situations. So when that nothing happens, we file suit, we roll in, we prove, hey, this person is not that person. We don't know what happened, nor do we have to prove what happened, but what I can prove is that this isn't that person's debt. You have no right to collect it. It shouldn't be reported on their credit report, and we want the debt gone, we want the credit reporting gone, and we want compensation for the damages. Okay, that's generally how it goes. You know, your mileage is going to vary depending on your facts, because every case is different, and like every lawyer tells you, you know, oh, well, it depends. But it does, but these laws are really strong. They're designed to protect you. And all you got to do is pay attention to who's trying to collect what from you, or what's appearing on your credit report, so that you can catch these things early. I do all of my cases on contingency. So if you don't win, I don't get paid. That's an added measure of safety for you. If the disputes would resolve all these cases, I would be out of work. I'd have no business, but that isn't, unfortunately, the way it turns out. So I hope this has been informative. This is how we get after being a victim of identity theft, and I will look forward to seeing you soon.